I'm in the middle of hosting an international conference when my younger sister, Aubrey Keller, suddenly calls me. She is sobbing over the phone as she says, Aster, my spot in the student exchange program was taken away. I immediately rush over to Aubrey's university campus. She's cornered in the teacher's office, her eyes brimming with tears. A young girl with punk flair is standing in front of Aubrey, gesturing at her with disdain. Trying to fight for the spot against me, are you? I'm the heiress to the Keaton family in Centuria. My father even funded an entire laboratory building for the university. Who do you think you are? A teacher standing to the side is also adding fuel to the fire. Aubrey, Ophelia's father is one of this university's key funders. Why don't you just let this go this time so we can all move on? I'm about to rebuke the two when I hear the phrase, heiress to the Keaton family. Keaton family from Centuria? Since when did my father, Tristan Keaton, have another daughter besides Aubrey and me? I immediately call Tristan's number and ask coldly, Dad, when did you cheat on mom and sire another daughter behind her back? What nonsense are you talking about? My dad, Tristan Keaton, scoffed over the phone. Are you trying to mess with me again, Aster? When have I ever fathered any other daughters besides you and Aubrey? My suspicion faded away the moment he denied it. After all, Tristan was well known in Centuria's elite circle as the perfect husband. He loved my mother, Christine Keller, very deeply throughout their 30 years of marriage. Others often referred to him as a prime example of what a husband should be like. Though news of husbands having mistresses on the side was constantly erupting throughout the circle, everyone was certain Tristan would never do that to Christine. You better not be lying, I scoffed before hanging up the call. I then looked up at the girl with her shocking pink hair. She had smoky makeup on and wore countless designer branded items. She looked incredibly tacky for a rich kid. I quelled my rage and asked politely, did you just say you're from Centuria's Keaton family? Another one? Is this your backup, Aubrey Keller? The girl sneered. Yes, I'm the heiress to the Keaton family from Centuria. The name's Ophelia Keaton. Why? Do you have something to say about it? Oh, I know. You two are trying to get in my good books. Well, you're too late. No other families in Centuria by the name of Keaton are fit to be part of the social upper class besides us losers. Ophelia then turned to Aubrey and hissed out, so what if you have good grades? So what if you spent the whole year preparing for this program? One word from my father, and all your effort will go to waste. Aubrey lowered her head, knuckles turning white as she clenched them. I immediately understood something upon seeing Aubrey's reaction. This Ophelia Keaton girl must have constantly bullied Aubrey here at the university. Christine was never one to flaunt her influence and had always hoped Aubrey and I could make a name for ourselves. That was why Aubrey and I never revealed our true identities to the world. Aubrey was more introverted than I am and worked hard in her academics. Who knew people would treat this as her weakness and take advantage of it? I pulled Aubrey behind me before turning to Ophelia again. My tone was cold as I said, if I recall, all applications for the student exchange program have already been submitted and should have been approved by the university. Isn't it against the rules to swap the students now? Rules? Ophelia sneered. She took out a stack of papers from her bag and waved them delightfully in my face. You mean this? Aubrey's application forms? Sorry, but I snatched them away before she could turn them in. Ophelia was giggling as she said cruelly, so the application list only ever had my name on it. So what if Aubrey prepared everything from the start? It's futile in the end anyway. Ophelia then tore the documents that Aubrey had carefully prepared all this time in half. Aster exclamation mark Aubrey gasped, tears flooding her eyes. I watched as the shreds of paper fell on the floor. My anger had reached its boiling point. I'd never met someone so outrageously rude before. How dare you? I pointed at Ophelia, hand trembling from rage. How dare I what? Ophelia tossed the remaining paper shreds on the floor and stomped on them with glee. Are you upset? If you are, why don't you get your dad to fund an entire building for the university? Oh, I forgot. Penniless folks like you don't have the means to. My hands balled into fists, gaze tinged red. The teacher beside Ophelia, Samuel Young, immediately added, the current situation is very clear, miss. Ophelia's father donated a huge sum to our university to fund the construction of an entire building. He has done a great deed for our uni's development. Because of that, the university authority has discussed and decided that it would be more suitable for Ophelia to take up the slot in the student exchange program. Samuel's flattering expression made me want to puke. Mr. Young, right. I turned to Samuel with a sharp gaze. My sister Aubrey scored highest in her entire form this year and won first place in a nationwide research-based competition. Also, she can join the student exchange program. Aubrey has flying colors in all aspects of academia. May I ask what Ophelia, whom the uni thought to be more suited to join the program, has?